Over 3 million refugees have managed to leave Ukraine since this Russian invasion began, many to neighboring Poland. And that includes our next guest right now, Diana Chipak. Just 3 months ago, she was studying in America at Bennington College after returning home to Ukraine for the winter break. She and some of her family made the difficult choice to leave as this war broke out. And she's made her way to Poland with 2 of her siblings. Her parents and remaining sibling, though, are still in that Lviv region, where we just had that report from Cal Perry, where you see scenes like this as Russian airstrikes hit today. Diana Chipak joins me now from Warsaw, Poland, as we get a personal perspective on what people are going through. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. We covered this story in many different ways. You, like many people, as I mentioned, over 3 million refugees are going through it. Tell us just about your journey in your own words, what you've been doing.
The journey was actually quite easy. There are many things that are set for the refugees to travel to safe places. And I was able to travel by a Flixbus that is free of charge. And what I've seen is an amazing support from Polish people, like nothing ever before. We were fed at the border, we were given hot drinks, and when we arrived actually at the central train station, we've seen an enormous number of Polish volunteers helping out Ukrainians as well. So all in all, it's been just an amazing experience of consolidation and kindness on behalf of Polish people.
It's really striking to hear you explain that and sort of from your personal perspective, and we've covered it. I think Americans and other viewers have seen some of those displays of goodwill and some of the very practical and logistical ways they're supporting people fleeing Ukraine. As mentioned, some of your family didn't leave. Tell me about that decision and how your family's doing.
Right. So my dad is in the category of 18 to 60, so he cannot leave the country. And my mom would never leave without him, as well as my 15-year-old sister, Ira, has stayed behind with my parents. It's definitely heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to see my sister tear up as 3 of her older siblings were leaving on a train to go somewhere abroad with, no due date as to when we are going to be back.
How many people are in the situation you're in? How many people do you know personally or in communication online or whatnot who are navigating this split family situation?
There are definitely a lot of people who are being left behind, like families with very small children or people who are handicapped or elderly who are unable to endure the long journey of traveling and settling down in a new place. So I would say, the healthy and the women, mostly with children, are the ones who are leaving. But I would say definitely every single or every second family has a family member right now that's still staying in Ukraine.
What is your hope? To reunite the whole family, or specifically to reunite back in Ukraine somehow, someday?
While I've been studying abroad, I went to high school in Canada, and I'm currently attending Bennington College in Vermont on the east coast of the U.S. I've always planned to continue my professional life in Ukraine, to build something in my country. And I would say that's true for many of us all across the globe. So my hope is that as soon as the war ends by us winning, I have no doubt in that. I've seen the incredible resilience of our national forces as well as the territorial defense. And all of the people have been coming together both inside of the country and the international community for us to fight for our freedom, democracy, and what we believe in. So my hope is that we will be able to come back together and join the forces to rebuild our country.
Understood. And you've been very clear in sharing your experience, very straightforward in your manner, even though it seems like a very harrowing time. So we appreciate that. People can learn from your experience, from what you've shared with us. Deanna Chepak, thank you.